A wise choice, if not a brave one. Watch what happens to any living being. But this time, I have something special.
The armor of God. Enthusiasm for glass is contagious. Discourse, deforestation, fire spider exempt destination. Pathologist, plant pathology, the study of disease, oftenly electron microscopy, to help and realize the changes caused by diseases in the tissues and the organs of the body. Clinical pathology, the autopsy. Unless class is cancelled, we study Deuteronomy. Is a small volcanic island in the Aegean Sea. Motion activated security light probably. Flower girl halo movies honestly. Temperatures creates a wind chill that'd freeze a body. Avert mankind's destruction. Cell phone, he's a mutant too. He can move things by the force of his will alone. A telekinetic roadblock, a katabatic ice storm. The microphone tone has gotta be lukewarm. This is the story of the fear that all men have. Blood pressure, pulse, respiration, and energy bath. Bouncing, puncture wounds and lacerations, internal injuries. Non-transferable, a woman and her mystique. Pangea, the continental drift, death certificate thief. The inability to escape memories of disrespectability. Melting great atmosphere, the Cherokee chief. Pandora means all gifts to the earth's forestry. The perpetrator, the reanimator, thoughts eventually. Computer in transmission of the prison ministry.
I'm so powerful, I even impress myself.
But you don't impress me. Someday I'll show you what power really is.
Did you say something?
No.
The campfire, indestructible man. The police halter, labor racketeer worse than Louis Lepke. Betrayed the leading authority in modern ecology. Research size shifting from nearly microscopic to 100 feet. Gigantic both at extremes. Maintain strength of normal size and shrinking. Bioenergy protection like Ant-Man's biosting. Pull a gun, you need acquire leading priest. Troublesome like the tongs with baseball bat hitters long. You die like Vietnam over the intercom. Badly programmed machinery, spun 90 degrees freeze. The edge of the world is just a few feet. From black to a darkness so complete, bittery voice. Galactus of Los Angeles, a crash and splintering noise. Vacation, I've established a station on the planet Uranus waiting. My test subjects, the Inhumans, they were patient. Spoilers of hip-hop get ruined. Peace to the UCLA Bruins. We went on to form a society of our own which thrived in seclusion. I crossed the sea the size of the Mediterranean, guns and paraphernalia. My 45 split thing is back big as Australia. Wolves and trees 50,000 miles away. Yo, I'm strong and so I'm from a civilization that must have begun to die long ago. The armor of God.
Yeah. Experimental air to underwater rocket. We lived in an air pocket. The most powerful force on the planet is Christ the Prophet. Total knee replacement. Matrix, Cinemax, Contagion. Attack monitoring and control from the series basement. Escalar, the spirit of television, a dying psychic. A direct spiritual connection with hell I fight it. Vikings, telemetry, the pale horse thief. Direction of shell, knife of mail. You are dead like me. Lightheaded, bat bomb. Half short, twice strong. Virgin Atlantic, the planet panics. The western nights calm. Vampire bats playing an Indian reservation. The radio station, the Macross colony nation. The age of patriots, high tension, 113 statements. A man playing a football game winds up in a coma. A girl orphaned as a baby. Silence of the Lambs. Rain, a nigga at the Grammys. Crazy. Buy a home, motion activated security light, diatomes. Guess who I ran into at the golf course? A friend of mine, a vampire's bone. Glass fusing, a sad movie, inspired Florida Sign movie. Abusing his author, rockers get hurt or jailed. The animal author, low angle massive stalker, midnight talker, at night walker, soothing, refusing, moving, the unruly watcher. Raised and destroy and devour like a Hawaiian monster. Cheerleaders.
What's that?
Cemetery feature, a legendary creature. Monsters beneath here correspond with teachers. A death at Easter, emphasized by every speaker. Deuteronomy, a man dies by mathematics in the sight of honesty. A woman takes a picture in the city of economy. It's Halloween, happy 4th of July. Die by this topply. My modesty is a cave technology, if any possibly. Grain giants try to squeeze victims of the demanding. She can't resist pies, there has been a grave understanding. Taxonomy, the river king, the death forgiveness brings. A fire weapon to the sun that will cause Christmas Eve. New England ministry, the misery mystery. Trek Missouri to catch a thief. This assembly is the association of the darkest giving tree. Deuteronomy, the hitcher, a starman in ecology. Night wandered through the forest with a gun where women spotted me. The sight of lights through the forest at night. Each year odyssey, I frequently find the time to take lives and make pottery.
Play your position, put the industry in check.
Right off the back, I want y'all to know. If you're risking your neck, if you're fixing a crack.
Break it down for you again. But nobody move, nobody getting hurt. Put the industry in checkmate.
Hell will be a place of outer darkness. Survivors of a nuclear attack live in a computer heartless, operating society where technology prospers, controls all facets of life. A paradise is promised. Damaged, one girl tries to revolt and gets banished. There are only 2 eternal deaths from here, the blessed vanish. Cannabis immense, Los Angeles, outstanding famine. Panic, transits, the bitterest cry of the satanic. A greedy woman is driven to murder, observer. A woman makes a devilish deal to bring back her searcher from the grave, keeping up with the cave, exposes the past time. You believe you're going through puberty when you start bleeding out of your backside. A smooth surface at night. Paradise, you've been attacked twice. The starfires of Christ, water vapor ice. The queen's sister even was chastised. Citizens wait outside Jesus' home to see what miracle he performs. 50,000 armies of angels warn. The record of the unicorn. Some to shame, the everlasting contempt, none to blame. The destination that comes from collision of 100 trains. Eternity defies man's imagination and comprehension. It is not an object nor a place, but it is mentioned. Megatron, the Pentagon against the Necronomicon. The wolf will find its way across the state line before dawn. There was a statue made of bronze. There was a lyric in a song. If a man must go to hell, how can his life be long? Inside a kingdom there is a place that might be wrong. You can eat a dish of linguine in Hong Kong. The coward zombies know that a man is strong. A woman is gone. The cities of Tron. There are policemen who kill their enemies in Teflon. Glide bomb, the last rocket in Saigon, the strength of a python. You repent to Typhon, gifts Christmas Eve with the lights on, Earth and beyond. Station and shuttle, solar system siphon. A huge green scaled creature with wings fights on. In most cases, it brings fire to destroy the Cylon. Daisy heart messages, rooster like preferences, decoration residence, good against the pestilence. A reticulated treacherous. designed by the robot tank and powered by the dead. Heaven and the earth, the blessed and the damned, the thirsty traveler. Bitch, he cannot see through the walls if there is lead. Corruption forms a criminal state in a place, maybe at Los Angeles. Instead, threat, a great escape, space case mountain of knuckle sandwiches. A UFO crash landing in central London, Stargate Atlantis. 100 bandits. Notable incidents in this bloody warfare include the virtual siege of Tucson by a band of Apaches led by Cochise, the massacre at Sand Creek, the Fetterman massacre, Custer's last stand, and the Battle of Wounded Knee. The world is watching. Some MC is killing leaves behind a loving wife. A style better you could discover not. Those ocean birds hover in flock. India versus England, decoding the past they fought. This is the house of the 13 ghosts, the firstborn son, the torso, the bound woman, the withered lover, the torn prince, the angry princess, the pilgrimage, the great child, the dire mother, the hammer, the sign of hell's winter, the jackal, the juggernaut, the juggernaut, the juggernaut.
Just a little something. Lyric deity from Puerto Rico. They wishing death on Chino, it ain't to be so. I embrace my past and all that I've been through, so I hope that my genetic superiority don't offend you. I bet that I bend you when I spit, but I feel no risk. That villain killer shark that is swimming with tiny goldfish. You wanted me a rotted, discarded piece of forgotten garbage, created a warmonger that Nostradamus promised. Chino the baron of bars, by far raised the bar and grasp. Fast strategic, turn you paraplegic with a paragraph. With brass suitable, slapping you with glass glued to my cuticles to yours. Makes Mickey Rourke's face look beautiful. It's kinda simple, being so sinful. I tear the temple out your skull in a temple. The loathsome, dreadful harbinger of rebel arts. Thick seminars, wearing fatigues and Kevlars. With a minimal amount of bars, I'll make you feel like you suffered through wars. It's the worst, hiring another artist to spit a verse. It's like getting a heart transplant by a kindergarten nurse. My work is critical, kid, it is twisted and ridiculous. I'm a person that's innocent with mental sickness. Executed the crimes of menace. I didn't understand that I committed, so I react with it with an axe. Vicious slap and physically scalp my clans. Sniffing syringes of syphilis with my mistress. Sisters to my mind, blisters and lifted to where minds existed. My divine mission, killing every song since I've been on. Like somebody was selling my murder services on Groupon. I follow a bastard religion of passion and vision. Iconoclast of classic wisdom with class and position. I craft daft rap exorcisms, past Catholic acts of contrition and mass vision without a pact with black mysticism. I'm sitting on a barbarian skull throne. I donate blood every month to the Red Cross. It's just never my own.
Titanic, gargantuan, killing 100 ski mask men. You're stagnant, I'm a fugitive, always escape with the last grin. Analysis your damages, a self-contained separate reality coexisting with what the planet's been. They stare harder than galactuses, pricklier than a cactus is. The whole rap industry is being sued for malpractice. Anticipate the accurate, I throw Darth Vader in a headlock, he panics. My sharpest beards, I don't mean to be romantic. Educated in Los Angeles, Anhydrous tragic, rhyme catastrophe. Graphic antonym, disaster acronyms. I murder 1,000 giants with a pad and a black pin. I car bomb MCs for gratisfaction. From the dark outlandish, harass and channel the fantastic. I'm like dogs that attack parents whooping their kids. The man stealer, explosion dealer, faster than 100 zebras. When it ends, I crawl and fight Superman, knock him through trash cans. His body flat scans, then I turn on absorbing man. I dislodge your spine when I rhyme. Ratio sin 8 time. Sip of wine, shoot a paramount crime. Monochromatic white, out of my sickness into the health of the night. A window providing a look into the heart of Christ. The diagrams of light solve many problems involving his sacrifice. On the space shuttle ice, twice into this afterlife. The composition of apparitions, a servo mechanism listens. The Declaration of Independence is a type of control system that detects and corrects the difference of the devil's citizens. God's queen is a prophetess on this expedition. Beware, the ancient Egyptian god of evil is scared. We are aware, like a 5th grade girl with curly hair. the sum of all fall, like the one above all. The definition is the dramatic account of cave walls. In the ocean there is a creature that can often stand tall. In the forest there is an owl that hasn't lied at all. In the beginning there are wolves that have become what saw. The correction is for any good person who is above the law. The potential inside the living waters is a task of training. The tragedy reluctantly agrees that evil is not sustaining.
You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. I'm not just toys. You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. I'm not just toys.
The 17-year locust, a creature in the woods focus. There is a man out of the darkness, but the Bible wrote this. There is something that is positive that was prehistoric. If there is a woman who is a great warrior, then how can you ignore it? A cave people haven't explored it, a desert that isn't torrid. It's unfortunate that the corpses are now carrying torches. A book metamorphoses into something that's euphoric. Evil humans are given contortion by good extortion. Static distortion, dramatic abortion of these satanic portion. Stallion horses, battalion forces of an angelic assortment. We have just completed a savage murder before observers. The final destination is an investment to the heavens northern. On a flight passage restrain an unruly man. The falling silhouette of madmen in the country land. Therefore take up the whole armor of God. The catalog encourages us to keep our eyes focused on the lightning rod.
You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. I'm not just toys. You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. I'm not just toys.
The streets are wet, it's dark, the city's apocalypse. There are sailors on a ship with the greatest documents. A goat can see all around it. A woman has been astounded. Before his death by crucifixion on earth, Christ was hounded. While underground there is a place where there is no one found in. How can anyone find it hard that God's angels are proud of him? Trajectory, rocket, wolf missile, a fight on the sidewalk with a pistol. This Jurassic instrument has now become a ritual. The issue for thinking wishful tears the devil's brain tissue. The creator said we are all gods and will die like crystal. The soul is nutrition. Barbarians witness the universe is Eurocentric. It is taught by the entire world to give goodwill and fitness.
You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. I'm not just toys. You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. I'm not just toys.
Hey yo, check it out. The desert has outgrown the cactus. I am the Ford Foundation, the Independence. Escorted the prisoners to Lieutenant Braxis. The New World and the Convict Planet. Assassination, Calvin and Hobbes. A city called Dodge. Moy Magenta Maxim. Salvation Run, the riddle of 9 nuns. Sheriff Corduroy's gun. The witches and health concerns in the caves hung. The devil pranced with his shovel, my fork made swine bubble. It is heard from the chapel of St. John Bosco. The timer is nuclear, tubular, Rubik's cubitor, smooth clue word. The swamp house is found off where the lantern has blue. Stirred, callous, cataract, calligraphy, calculus, fraction, complex, messiah, extinction, agenda, traffic. The diameter is a round stick. This is the slow dance at Lake Church. I live in a hollowed out asteroid and drink the pay dirt. The mother brain, it sounds arcane. What clouds of axes rain. The tunnels underground are found. Fires cannot contain. The armor of God.
Golden Names music group.
Transform like Devastator. Destructicons, Decepticons, disappeared through the night, a helicopter hovers long. I have returned from the dark side, a body found in a park night. Kill a rival MC in the chest with a sharp knife, the high evolutionary, the one above all. Big rug when my dogs call, long brawl, explosions from the sub wall. At night I can see like a wolf, powerful like a horse's hoof, ninjas crawling on the roof. Put it in the fire until it's burned to soot. West Coast, when you stare, we are still to look. The Shark Taker, Spectre Heartbreaker, Prison Guide Savior, Nanny and the Orphan Maker, Low Life Tripwire Undertaker, Fireflight, Low Light Faster Rewards, 98 Outside Generator, Fun at 188 Gun through Tuesday, a Shotgun USA, 12 gauge, me and Quentin played, The Boy Sharpshooter, any entree, Garden Gnome, Spark, Xenomorph, a blank, Item Shank, the cryptids are the 1 and 7 morning Medicate, March and Store, Monday, every 50 penetrate, International Delight, Kill a Man, Whole Coffee Cake, Townhouse, Simply Juice, Price and Paperless 8, The RZA, the Method Man, the Chef and Ghostface, Ownership of violation, someone else underwritten proof of escape, Reverse side, presumed car bomb vehicle on date, I'm a 149 cartel glass candle house shank, if the white people truth assorted digital deals orchestrate, Dame claim jumper ply or cobbler interstate, late Lord Crisis shot the Concord grape, at dark you pick up your march log, real nigga secret hate, the universe is great, the horizon study guide terminate. Exo man of war, I'm from a convict planet you can't explore, so when you go to sleep at night, you can't ignore. I'm rigorous, MCs I killed 70,000 villages. I am the instructor, the armor of God pillages. I haven't known you a long time, but I'm diligent. You must pay your tuition. I qualify the condition of militants. You're an obstruction, I'm a hindrance. When I'm being stubborn, you better be submissive. The secret is that I've exploded your kitchen. Listen, the judge told me Holocaust, you're free this instant. I eat chicken, I like nutrition, I cause infliction. A strong citizen, when I swing a sport, it's mystic. I cause disturbance or I dislocate your ribs then. Bitches love my infringement. If I insult the president, he will dismiss it. I'm rarely timid, I'm rarely hidden. The LAPD said, there's no use to apprehend it. The invaders, hip-hop crusader, kids love my papers. You'll be lost on a planet ran by Darth Vader. Darker than Thanos and Darkseid. I throw you in a headlock for a long time. You cut your fingers when you're cutting vegetables with a sharp knife. All LA gangs love me. I thought my heart was ugly. When I do shows, UFOs hover above me. Check it out. The most dangerous man walking the streets of Los Angeles. 0.2 light years hazardous. You die from damages. More power than Thanos versus Galactus. I be the evolutionary offshoot of humanity. Homo immortalis. The scope of this article has vanished. Murder incorporated with a hyphen. I rise from Saturn's moon Titan, where I've been banished with thunder and lightning. The thief master's arm shot. The cause of an onslaught. The foreigner who can move things with his mind and explode a car lot. MC's frustrating complaint. The sea of pain. 100 miles of atmosphere earthquake. Intrinsic saint. Terraforming techniques. Rhyme for weeks. Spell the poltergeist, you need a priest. Common ground between us, madman of Jesus. Counterweight MCs died from the thesis. Gravity kills people when I'm on the mic. I've moved machinery. Warrior Klondike, whoever looking soft is getting shooken off tonight. A core explosion starts. Evacuate from these parts. 33,000 light years out, my poem's more than sharp. Wrapped in bandages like Darkman, the Invisible Man, Matrix. Now all MCs die from nuclear radiation. Radiation. A skeleton is watching, ant bully, the night stalker stalking. Nowhere inside the spyglass, I die fast talking. America's army, bash, Star Wars, a demon chaos on board. At last, the owl is watching, crash, tells of his going mad and eating grass. A night briefly shocking, someone's in the wolf. Grand Theft Auto, what town looks, the brown book, horse hoof, you saw me. If he can find the same period to avoid the Egyptians farming, the wolf has now found the oasis. A spider is tasteless and alarming. How many thus becoming of the war? Arachnoid bracelets, a king is conceited, a woman domineering Splinter Cell. They left their actions and their tools by the lake and went to hell. Game crazy pirates, his father had reigned. Yakuza rogue lane, psoriasis that captures the mind and the brain. Artemis lazy and arm pain. However, Babylon was shortly to fall, a sudden death to all. The evil prince Morning's courtyard does not catch the bird. His subsidiary flourished, wealthy merchants a woman saw before he was defeated by the Sumerians in some Western Europe hall. The fall leaves and the lake is deep. Around the world from 80 graves, passageways and techniques. The sounds of caves, the empty promises made. That in fact, the challenge is blacks, shattered Superman's back. The wolf left the land from a hollow crack. witness it. Diseases, centimeters. Look, I know I'm not the greatest catch as a boyfriend. American zebras, robot Jedi starfighter. It features the Erie Lake Town wire. If a space flight at night, a poke of fire. And deep sea divers higher. There I have found a way into the cave. Late Dragon Gate, a sold out bed, wide bar fire. Complete story, it caught the drape. Let whoever wants to save their life the wolves from plates and the sense that the round stick makes. Dire, one lays over, rise of the soldier, the last airbender, the defender, the sportsman escapes. Painkiller Jane, the Tylenol wars, a sea of pain. Desolation space, the last starfighter, the system shakes. Destroy 5, the secret apprentice, walkway. How does ingenious gain weight? How do the stars know dates? With the sun hanging the next morning over, died shortly after she was becoming the undisputed Italian laughter. Nuclear energy, Star Wars, the Force unleashed. A standing centipede, I will not lead the devil's army and become the enemy. It's an epic tale of spaceflight at night, a woman reads Braille, nailed. I raise a sword in the name of the Lord and got impaled. I'm powerful enough to throw Galactus in a headlock. The true ruler of hip-hop and pop. I yoke him harder and Galactus tries to stop. The children of the corn come to my shows drinking hops. No salat, my props never stop. I ditch trucks for money, don't tell the cops. I'm like Al Capone with a live watch. Preach to the niggas who bebop, watch, stop. I kill 1,000 hot MCs when a bitch's bubblegum pops. Afterlife forever, my albums drop. Holocaust, all is lost talk. There's no shock, I'm harder than Pac. I make a grown man cry and a crippled girl walk. When I rhyme, you die from a sharp mind slot. Watch, and time goes inside a behind clock.